my friends and viewers, this is Gabriela Stardust here from Lakeland, Florida, and today is the 13th of August 2018. By now you all have seen some of my image which I have taken since last year and all the way to this year. I try to make it very short here and will show you some more images because I do not know if they will censor it again, if they will tampering again with my images. So I make it short and I hope I can do it here in 5 to 8 minutes, my friends. Watch this. This picture here is from the 22nd of August last year. You see one object here which is seen reflecting the sun all the way, the half of it, the rest is maybe behind chemtrails or out of our atmosphere, not to see. There is another object behind it. This was this round object here. You can see it, you know, it is there. It's not that good to see because it is not emitting any light. This is just another picture of the same day. Like you can see, the sun is here, still very bright and white. You see the object here, just emitting some light half, and you see another round object here in the back which appears pretty dark here. That means it is not emitting any light. The last picture from the 22nd of July 2017, you will see the sun, you see some chemtrail clouds underneath, you see also chemtrails around the sun and, you know, illuminating here into the chemtrails. You see this object here. You see a halfway it is, you know, reflecting some light. There's another little dark spot where I was not so sure what it is. And the other object is here behind some chemtrails. You just see a little bit here of this dark object at the same day. That was the last image from this day. September the 2nd, 2017. You can see the sun, you see underneath a lot of chemtrails and chemtrail clouds. You can see the aurora of the sun and you see this bright, shiny object here, which is, I believe, a little bit illuminating from the sun, but not that much. But it seems like pretty big. Underneath you see the lens flares from my camera. Just another shot. Lens flares, I believe, aurora from the sun, chemtrails and the object to 10 o'clock position. One more shot. The sun, you see all the chemtrails around here illuminating in the clouds and things like that. You see the sun, the aurora. Here is this object again, and here I'm not so sure, but it could be two more other objects, a smaller one to the right side of the sun and the other one is still at 10 o'clock position, my friends. Lens flares are very rare at this moment because the clouds are in front of the sun, so there's not that much reflecting into my camera. But you see the lens flare are still here, but in no other place here in my picture. Just another shot, the same day. You see all the chemtrails here on the bottom. You see the sun behind the clouds and the chemtrails. This is this object here again, which is illuminating just a little bit. You see one spot here, which looks pretty weird, and it could be two other objects. This is another shot from the same day, just another time and a different place. Like you can see, you know, the sun is here, the chemtrails and the clouds are above. You see here the lens flares, and the lens flares reflecting the objects which goes in my camera and be captured as lens flares. But here you see this object which we have seen a little bit illuminating before, the same spot, and it is not a lens flare because the chemtrail clouds and the clouds are in front of this object, and this object is a different time still here and is a stationary object, my friends. Another shot from a different angle. Here you can see wonderful the chemtrails, the lens flares, excuse me, are underneath and also on the other side. But this stationary object is still close to the sun. This is the sun because she is very bright, and this is the object which have some of the clouds right in front of it. Another shot, not totally to see yet. The sun is here. You see the sun's aurora. You see the lens flares underneath and here, and this object is still behind the clouds. Another nice shot of the object here and of our sun. You see the chemtrail clouds here underneath. You see also the reflections of the sun, and also it's reflecting into the camera lens. Therefore you can see it as a lens flare. Here in this picture you can see the date when I have taken this picture. This is another day. You see here an object. You see here something. It looks like a round object. This is the one we have seen before. Underneath in a straight line you see the chemtrails. One day later, September the 11th, our sun, something shining here. Here is this huge object. Not a lens flare, my friends, no way. Still September 11th, 2017, sun, chemtrails, another object could be here. Here it looks like a little shadow, and here you see this big, round, huge object illuminating into the chemtrails, my friends. Still September the 11th, a little bit later. Here you can see our sun, the chemtrails. You can see one object, and you see the second object right here, which I call always the twin planets or twin stars, twin dwarfs, twin stellar cores. Still the same days, my friends. You can see these objects are better and better here in this picture. Let me write this up a little bit. Here you can see it a little bit better. Looks like they have two different kind of colors. Here is something above the sun. The sun is going down here, shines out here, and you see some auroras here. But these two objects, they are not lens flares. They are stationaries, the lens flares. When there was any, there was underneath, but at this time, because we had so much chemtrails and clouds in the skies, there were almost no lens flares to see in my pictures. Another wonderful picture of these objects, the sun, chemtrails. Here we have some of my lens flares, those two objects you can see there. While the sun was lowering and it was getting later, you can see that the chemtrail clouds and this orange looking clouds are so orange and dark right now that this object here is almost disappearing. The other one, which is reflecting a little bit light from the sun, is still glowing. Sun is here, some of the lens flares underneath. Like you can see, here is the sun, the chemtrails, she is lowering. Here you got the big blackish, pinkish looking chemtrails. One of the object disappeared already into the dark. One object is still here to see, and here you see another little spot, and the light is open up. Now you see the sun here again. It was only, chemtrail mist. Sun came out. We have a little bit more lens flares here. You see reflecting of the sun in the water. This object here is now in reddish, dark orange looking, but is almost disappearing. And one more time with the date on top on it, you can see the object is disappearing here, and here's the sun. Almost hit the bridge here, and here it looks like there was something behind the chemtrails too. The other object above, which was the dark orange one or dark reddish one, is here in this area, I believe. Only a little shadow left, why it is disappearing in the dark. This is the last shot of this day. It was a very nice shot, I must say. I hope you enjoyed the showing. Very interesting here when the sun was disappearing behind the bridge. You see the sun aurora. Here you see the object right in here, and here a little bit above for a dark shadow where I believe where this other object, what we have seen before, was still sturdy there and then later disappearing. 26th of September 2017. 27th of September. You still see this orange glowing. Here is the sun. Here we have some chemtrails. Here also a shadow underneath. What is this? Is the sun cannot be in front of the chemtrails. So this cannot be a reflection from the sun into the chemtrails. This is impossible, my friends. In front of the sun is no chemtrail right now, like you can see. So if this is a shadow of the sun, which cannot be, here we see some chemtrails in front of an object. October 2017, watch this area here, please. Something is coming out behind the chemtrail clouds. And this area is the sun, and you see all the clouds around here. This is the object at this time hiding about 12:30. Just another shot. 12:30, almost 1 o'clock position. This object here. There's the sun. Oops. While the clouds are moving away and the sun is here, this object is here. Now you can see this very round circular object, and in front of it you can see some clouds. It's not a lens flare, my friends. Clouds moving in, moving out. You see the chemtrails here. On the side, on the left side, you see also a little shadow chemtrail here. This is the object. Here is the sun. There are some more chemtrails. Another shot. Here you see the sun behind. You see the aurora from the sun. You see my lens flares here in this area. Here is this object, and also another chemtrail cloud in front of it. Here you can see one more time the date on top on it. Here you see the object. There is the sun. By now, my friends, you know that there is something in the sky, and all my images I have, let them see you and shown to you. You know, I'm not tampering, I'm not manipulating. These are my images, my friends. These images are real and they exist. Last shot of this object and the sun, my friends, and then we go on. 3rd of October 2017. 3rd of October, you see the object here, you see the sun, you see the lens rays and the lens arrays, all here underneath. Here is the water. There is 1 day later the object again. I did move my lens flares. You can see them. The sun here, object is still present and stationary. One more shot. October the 10th, 2017. Still October the 10th, 2017. The sun is here, like we can see. And here is another huge object. And I do not know if this was a cloud formation or another object. Another shot. Object getting closer to the sun. Almost disappearing here in this area. This was a very big, huge object, my friends. Like you can see. One more shot of this object here. The sun here. Looks like there was something illuminating. Maybe it was just a reflection into the clouds. But this is not a chemtrail, my friends. Excuse me, this is not a lens flare. our sun and the visitor going behind the chemtrails. 15th of October. 15th of October, our sun, a visitor, disappearing behind the chemtrails and clouds. Here are lens arrays and the lens flares. There, I believe, is another little object. Just another little shot. 15th October 2017. 18th October 2017. Some object, and here seems like there's another little thing hiding behind the chemtrails. 20th of October 2017. Lens flares underneath the sun, illuminating aurora, and here we have this little object, which is not the lens flare because we have the chemtrails right in front of it. Another image, same day. My friends, I can go on like that. I don't know how much more evidence actually some of you people need to see and need to have, but that this is not a lens flare can anybody see, anybody who do not have any knowledge of anything. November 2017. Guess what we have here? The sun, another glowing object, and here underneath we have another glowing object. That makes it with the sun 3 objects, or 2 objects and the sun, so that you can see it a little better. Just another picture here, one, the sun, an object. Here you see my lens flares, my friends. Thermal enhanced picture. Thermal enhanced picture, November 2017. November 2017. Let us count how much objects we have here. Our sun, I believe. One object here behind clouds and chemtrails. And here we have another little one. Surprising. Still November 2017. The sun ray, another little spot. Dark round object. Another object. I don't know what this is. Very scary skies, my friends. Another image. Sun. A lot of clouds and chemtrails. One sun ray. Then we have something here. Here another light. Here it's now another round orb, whatever it is. We have a little something here on top. Another crazy picture from November 2017. My friends, I tried to make it short, but I have so much to share with you, so it is hard for me to make it short here. You see, the sun is coming down. You see this object here, it has its own ray of light. The sun's here, the chemtrails, another bright light. Yeah, well, you think what it could be. Another nice shot of it. Yes, here the sun is splitting. Here the sun, more light on top. One object here and another object here. Ooh, and this one is really interesting too. Here we go. Another light. The sun is almost down. Well. What can I say, my friends? We're coming to the end, my friends, of 2017. This is end of November. It was a wonderful day where you see all the lens arrays here. You see the sun here. You see my lens flares all the way here. You see one sun rays come out here. And you see one object here on 12:30 position. Another shot where the 12 o'clock object here is covered by chemtrails, like you can see. You see here some more chemtrails. You see the sun here, very weird shape. You see the lens flares all the way up here, and the lens arrays on top here in pinkish and reddish looking. Another shot, the same end of November. You see here something illuminating. Here in the chemtrails, here's the sun. All the lens flares, some lens arrays, and here you see some reflecting into the chemtrails. Another great shot where we see where the chemtrails, where the lens flares are. Excuse me. Here are the chemtrails in front of the sun. You see the sun here, you see the object here. Here it looks like there's another object, shining through. But I'm not so sure about that, my friend. You make a decision, you have your own opinion. And we're almost done here, and I'm sorry. I try to make this as short, but with all the evidence I have and I would like to share with you, my clips are getting longer. Another image, where you have to look at. End of November, my friends. The sun, a little shadow here. Chemtrails where the sun is illuminating, some lens flares, and here we have another object. So my friends, you have seen the last of my images from 2017. I hope you had fun and you enjoyed, the show. There was nothing tempered or there was not anything manipulated in my images you have seen. There was all shown to you like I have captured them. So with this said, and I'm sorry again, but there's so much to show to you guys that I cannot make it in 5 or 8 minutes. It's almost impossible. So the next video clip will include January, February, this year all the way up, to July and August. And we see what we found then. There's a lot of more to come. You all enjoy, the rest of the week. Stay safe, watch the cell phone users, and thank you for coming here. And I love you. Be safe, people. Get prepared and always look into the sky. Bye-bye.